Yes, can sir.
Sorry, doctor. I can't scan the attendance.
Okay, after this I will share again. Don't worry.
Okay, okay.
Okay, okay. All right. So today we're going to learn preparing and running a C program. So overall program strategy, we need to define the problem and map out the program logic. So basically, the given problem will be like this. Determine how much money will accumulate in bank account after n number of year if a known amount P is deposited initially and the account collect interest at the rate of R% per year compounded annually. So based on this problem, we need to have the concept. This is a well-known formula. We use this formula F equal to P bracket 1 plus I power of N. And then as usual, this is the preparation phase where we need to prepare the algorithm, which is step-by-step process to execute the problem. And then this is the flow chart to visualize the process in a clear manner. In this part, we can see the function. All right, this is receive input data, and this is process the data, and this is display the data and stop the process. After that, we do the source code. All right, include the library, do the main function, declare the variable, whether it is float, integer, or double. Okay, and here we need to print, scan the function. This is the expression, and finally display the result. If you still remember this, 0.2 float represent the two decimal places. So the next step where we enter the program into the computer. Alright. So this is our code. We need to basically write in the C compiler. Compile and execute the program and you can analyze the error. Okay. So for today's session, we're going to have hands-on activity where I will show you step by step to do the coding. All right. So before we do the coding, there is one more important information that we need to understand. Okay. So for example, we need to access the external file from computer within our computer and access our file through the C programming. That means we do the coding and then we need to instruct a program to access the file at specific location and write it down the different file and export it at the specific folder. So here, this is how we do the opening and closing a data file. So to open the file, the library function, that means we do the coding inside the program software. Okay, like a C compiler, C code. We do the program and then we need to instruct the program, please access the file. So we need to use the library function fopen. So ptvar is a pointer variable equal to fopen, that is a function, bracket, the file name and the file type. So the type can be the dat file, can be the res file, res, can be text file. So here, the file name is string representing name of data file. Okay, here. This is a file name, refer to this part. The file types, on the other hand, is a string to determine how the data file is utilized. So PTVR is a substitute for actual file name. Okay. All right. So we have some of file type. All right. We have R. That means it refers to open existing file for reading only. That means you need the program to access the certain file and read the information only without do anything. For the W, open the new file for writing only. That means you instruct the computer to create a new file and write inside the file. A represent the appending. R plus represent open existing file for reading and writing. W plus open new file for reading and writing. And A plus open existing file for reading and appending. Appending is add information. To close file, use fclose function. Okay, fclose bracket your file name. So let's take a look about this part. All right, I want to show you. Please look at carefully and understand the process. Okay. All right. Okay, this is my desktop. You can see my desktop. The first part, maybe I want to save my external file. Okay, I save it at D. Okay, and then I name as a this is for the temperature case. So temperature. Okay, this is my directory D/temperature. You can look at in this file. So in here, let's say I want to create a database. Okay, so text document. Yeah. All right. So in this document, I want to create a database. For example, numbering. Okay. So in this numbering, I want to list out the whole temperature. Okay. All right. Let's say I want to put the temperature of okay, let's say like this. Okay. This is my temperature. Okay. This is my temperature data. 50, 60.5, 40, 45, and 52. All right. So I need to save it in terms of save as in terms of that file. That means it is a database file. Okay, change into the save type to the all file. Now you save it and close. That means you can see here, it is now changed into the .dat file. Okay, this is a database file. You input all the data, temperature. So when we look at here, okay, okay, this is the problem. Suppose that the file abcd.dat, okay, maybe you can name lah, abcd, okay, abcd, very simple. You can name abcd, okay. Suppose that the file abcd.dat contain 5 temperature value in Fahrenheit. Write a C program to read the data and convert them to Celsius and Kelvin. So the first instruction, read the file ABCD and access the data, convert into two unit, Kelvin and Celsius. Store the result in output file abcd.res. Okay, that means you need to store in different file, where the first column is Fahrenheit, second column Celsius, and third column is Kelvin. Find also minimum and maximum temperature in Celsius. So that means you create the folder, you create the file abcd.dat and you paste this number. Maybe you have different kind of data. Hello, can you hear me, class?
Yes.
Okay. So from here, you have 5 different temperature in Fahrenheit. So you save this one into this folder. Okay, this is how, for example, you have external folder. Okay, you can read it back. Okay, open with Notepad. Okay, this is the right temperature, right? So I want to convert that temperature into Kelvin and Celsius. So how should I do? Okay, go here, code block. This is the C compiler, yeah, C program. So you need to install before you start the program. Okay. So from here, okay, you need to open this program and then click file, click new, empty file. That's it. Okay, that means you are preparing to write the program. So the first step, you need to include the library. So I include the library, inc, okay, hashtag. You try to put yeah, include. Right. So before you begin, you need to save at the right location lah. Maybe file, save file as. Okay. So maybe I want to save at the D file. Okay, go to D file, go to temperature. I want to save here. Save the name as temperature. Okay, temperature. And then please put .c. That means you ask the program this file specifically for C. You can see this one, this is C or C++. When you put .c, that means it is automatically C program. Okay, C and C++ different language, yeah. Okay, and save it. Alright. So again, hashtag, you can see the different. Without the C.c, it will not be like automatically appear. So you put hashtag, it is already defined. Include, okay, enter, and then what type of library? Studio.h. Okay, and close it. And another library, because this is more on numerical value, include the maths. Right? maths.h. Okay, and then this is start the main function. Okay, so we start with like this, opening curl. Okay, and closing like this. So the first, we need to declare the variable. Okay, so remember the question is we need to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius and Kelvin. Display the result in terms of Fahrenheit, the first column, Kelvin, second column, and Celsius, second column, and Kelvin, the last column. And also find the minimum and maximum temperature in Celsius. So, the first you need to declare the variable. Okay, I want to declare the float. Okay, floats, that means it has 6 decimal places. So I want to declare TC, okay, temperature in Celsius in minimum because I want to know the minimum and maximum temperature. So here you can initialize TC equal to 1000. Okay, you need to set the TC to impossibly high value. Okay, you can set the high value lah because you will do the filtration process later on. And then, comma, TC maximum equal to negative, okay, 1000. Okay, set the maximum TC to impossibly low value. Okay, because you're gonna compare with this value. Definitely you will have the bigger value. That means in order to get the max, you need to have the smallest number first as initial point. In order to get the minimum temperature in Celsius, you should have the bigger value first. Okay, you compare until you get the lowest value. So after this, you need to the double semicolon. Okay, this is semicolon and proceed with the file. Okay, this is how you declare the file. Okay, pointer variable F1 and F2 refer to actual file name defined in fopen. Okay, file and asterisk F1 and semicolon file2. Okay, you declare again F2. This is F1 basically refer to access the file. Accessing the file. F2 is output the file. You need to write and output the file. Okay, and then you need to mention what is F1. F1, this is pointer variable. F1 equal to what? So you need to equal to what function? You need to open the file. F, open. Okay, this is bracket. Remember that the first bracket refer to the file name. The next bracket refer to the file type. Okay. So the file name. I have the file name here is like this. Okay, my file name is abc.dat. Okay. So you have to put this way. abcd.dat. This is file name. And closing like this. Okay. After that, the file type, comma, right? The file type, I need to read only. So, I put the R. Okay. And then, finish. Next line, you have to put this way. That means you specify you want to go to the next line. So, the computer will read to the next line. If you don't put like this, it will read through from the left to the right horizontally. Okay, this refer to the next line. Okay, the next line, F2. What is F2? You need to F open. Okay. And again, I want to have the file store in different format, res. Okay, I need to write the program. Okay, comma. Okay, W. Okay, this part is very important. where you need to specify the location where the program need to access the data. Okay, look at here. This is the location, the C program. Okay, copy and paste here. This is command. This is command. Yeah. Okay, I want the computer to access this file. So what should I do? Okay, we can write this way. The D. Okay, and then we follow like this. We must use this symbol. Okay, forward symbol. For the computer, it is backward symbol. For the C program, you must use the forward symbol. Okay, so in D file, which when you access D, go to temperature file. Temperature. Okay. After that, access to the file abc.dat. Alright, finish. So you want the computer go through this directory, file directory, and access specifically to this. Okay, and then you write this one. F1 refer to the point variable is a substitute to the file name. F open, this is function to open this file based on the directory, and what's the file type? You need to read only. Okay, that means the computer read and get the information, access the information, get the input. So the input is the 5 temperature in Fahrenheit. So from here is F2. This is pointer variable. Okay, that means you need to create and write the file. Okay, I want to create the name as abc.res format. Okay, the type is write. Okay, so again, we need to copy this one, and I want the program to access this file directory and place it here. Okay, and then you need to change this dot into res. Okay, res is different, yeah. If you put the DAT, will give a different output. Okay. So after this, all right. Next line should be you need to declare the Fahrenheit, the temperature in Fahrenheit, temperature in Celsius, and temperature in Kelvin. So float again. Okay, I want to declare T temperature in Fahrenheit, temperature in Celsius, and temperature in Kelvin, TK. Alright, you can put lah temperature in Fahrenheit. Okay, TF. You can put temperature and so on. Okay. The next line, after you have declared the temperature, I want to declare the integer because I want to do the looping process. Okay, in order to find the maximum and minimum value of temperature in Celsius. So I integer as I, next process. Okay. So remember that when you put the float, you declare, you must put this semicolon to mention that you want the program to move to the next line. Okay, you can see you have semicolon, semicolon, perfect, semicolon, and next. Okay, so from here, I want the program to write to the new file and write like this. F print, okay, bracket, print what? F2. F2 is the file pointer variable. F2 represent the new file lah, abcd.res. Okay, F2, this is the format, comma, okay, and then this is the control string, Okay, you must put the control string, the percentage F, the control string for float, yeah. Okay, and then, sorry, this is not, okay, F2, you want to print F2, okay, and then I want to print F, okay, that means I want to make one column for F, the next column for C, and the third column as K. Okay, I want the computer to go to the next line. That means to display into the next line. Okay. And like this. And then again, you need to have semicolon. Alright. So FCK. So from here you can copy. Alright, I want to make like this. Okay. Alright. So I want to make like a column lah. This is F, CK, and then we have the separation. This is the separation line. Separation. Separation line. Alright. So from here, I can start with the conversion. Okay, I will do the for loop. Okay. I equal to 1. That means you initialize the integer I equal to 1 first. And then this is the condition. Okay, I is less than, you need to process until 5 data. Okay, less than or equal to 5. And then it will stop the reading lah. And then this is the revised value, which is increasing by 1. So plus I. Alright, and then semicolon. Okay, and then from here you have the function. Okay, you put this way to start the function for loop. So F scan function. Okay, F scan function. And then start with F1. That means you need to you need the program to scan the number for file 1. The file 1 is represent this one, abc.d. So you ask the computer by using fscan. Okay, fscan, the function scan, read the file from F1. Okay, comma. Okay, this is the control string now. Go to this one, F. Okay. And then, comma, this is the value. Input the value, TF. Alright. So that means you ask the computer to scan the Fahrenheit. Scan the value, the 5 value there, this one. Okay, access this value from this file and assign it as the TF, the temperature in Fahrenheit. So you can see. So this is the control string. So the next line, semicolon, go to, you need to do the expression TC equal to, okay, how to get the temperature in Celsius from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So you use the formula TF minus 32 divide with 1.8. Okay, if you learn fluid mechanics after this, in year 2, you will learn how to convert the temperature. Okay, for the time being, just follow this one. Okay, this is the standard conversion. Alright, and then this is TK, temperature in Kelvin equal to bracket, temperature in Celsius. Sorry, this is not bracket. You can convert directly lah. Temperature in Celsius plus 273. This is standard 0.15. And then this is semicolon. This is semicolon. Don't forget. After you have do all the expression, okay, I need to filter this value. Okay, whether I get it as the maximum or minimum. Okay, so I need to use the if statement. Okay, so from here, if the value, if TC is less than TC minimum, remember that we set the TC minimum as 1000. Okay, if TC is less than 1000, okay, that means it is considered as TC minimum. Right? Okay, so you need to store, if this is correct, you need to store the information TC minimum equal to TC. That means you revise the value. And then semicolon, if, okay, bracket TC, this is to find the maximum. If TC is more than TC maximum, remember our TC maximum negative 1000. Okay, if it is more than negative 1000, that means it is maximum lah. Okay, and then this is you store the value TC maximum equal to TC. Okay, that means if the first statement is wrong, it will go to the next statement. Okay. Alright, so this one you need to display the value. So F print F, okay, bracket. So this is the file name, file 2. I need to print in the file 2. Okay, comma. This is control string. Remember we have the field width, which is the percentage 6.2. 0.2 represent the 2 decimal places. Okay, space. The next one is the 6.2 float. Okay, next one is 7.2 float. Okay, and then the new line. Okay. And yeah, okay, this one represent to the where you want to store. Okay, in terms of TF. Okay, TF, TC, and TK. Alright, finish. Okay. So from here, you need to have the outside the loop, print the minimum and maximum value of TC. So I want the computer to print. Okay, after store in this value, I need to print lah inside the new file. So F print, okay, I copy F print, F2, okay, and then this is new line because I want to print for the next new line. Okay, minimum temperature. This is the string, yeah. You can see the blue color. Okay, temperature equal to what? Okay, this is refer to the float value. Okay, I want to put the control string. Okay, control string 6.2 floating Celsius. Okay, Celsius. New line. Okay, like this and comma TC minimum. So it will display this value. Okay, display this value by following to this control string format. Okay, the first it will print this one equal to this one. Alright, and then semicolon. This is minimum, I want the maximum. Okay, this is again the same thing, but this one no new line. Okay, this one follow to maximum. Maximum temperature Celsius. This is changed to be max. Okay. So after that, print everything. You need to close the file lah. F. Okay, this one after you have done this one, F print TK. Remember, for this one, you need to close. Okay, that means it is inside this loop. You can see this one, this 4. Okay, for this one. Okay, this one is separate one, yeah. Alright, and then you need to F close. You need to close F1. And then I need to close F close F2. Alright, finish. Okay, you can see this one, the blue represent this one. So I don't need to have one. Okay, so this one represent this one represent this one. Okay, everything is okay, looks fine. Okay, we double check again. Include the library main function, we declare the float. Okay, we set this is for initialization. Okay, initialize. Okay, and then we consider the file. This is a declaration. File F1 as a file, F2 as a file as well. So this is pointer variable equal to, this is a substitute to the file name, yeah. So F open represent the function to open the file. Okay, I want to open this one. Okay, this one lah. By following to this directory and go here, read this file. Okay, and read only. The instruction is read only. And the next one, I need to write the file and save it in the RES. And the function is to write the file. Okay, and then this is the process lah. In order to start the process, we need to declare the Fahrenheit, temperature in Celsius and Kelvin. And also we need to declare the I. I is very important. This is integer. That means we need to have the looping process. As you can see, we start with the for loop. Okay, it will start the process with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, with increment of 1 until the process stop with 5. So while doing the process, it will start to read the data. Okay, it will start to read the data. For example, it will read this data. Okay, it will read this first data first. First value, 50. Okay, and then scan the function 1, file 1, and then this is the file string. Okay, this is this is decimal places, yeah. You can see we have decimal places. You must use the float. And this is you store the file into the TF. So that means the computer know this is in Fahrenheit temperature. And then you start the expression. All this is expression. Expression, remember, will have the algorithm, will have the operator. Okay, positive, negative, the operation process. Alright. Also, after this one complete, it will go to the next process lah. After this finish, it will go to this one. So here I need to access whether the TC here is basically minimum or maximum. So I use the if statement. If this is correct, it will store here. Okay, and then it will print the value. If it is wrong, it will go to maximum and it will display this value. So remember, we need to close the file. We need to close lah file 1 and file 2. Okay, so we go here. We need to build and run. Click here. Okay, you can see the build message. We have the error. Okay, this is how to access the error. Click here. Okay. Okay, you can see line number 4. This is the file. Line number 4, warning, return type, default to be integer. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay. Okay. Okay, you have the main, correct. Okay. You can see the warning basically refer to the red color lah. Okay, undefined reference to fprint. Okay. Where is it? Okay, fprint. So you look at undefined reference to fprint. So this is fprint. Okay, fprint. You need to fprint. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's double check F1. F1. So F1 open ABC. Okay, this is okay, no problem. This one float. Okay, TF, TC and TK. Integer I. Okay, no problem. Okay, and then this one fprint. Fprint. Okay, now I can see. This fprint should be fprintf. Okay, function print. Okay. Right. So this one should have. Okay, print f. Alright, this one print f. Okay, the parser is still passing the file. Alright. So, and then double check again. Alright. Make sure you have the right keyword here. Wrong keyword will not run the program. Okay, again, try again. Okay, complete. Okay. Process return 0. Press any key. I press any key, close. You look at the file. Okay, this one is the new file. Okay. This, take a look, the property. This is RES. Okay, RES file. Okay. To access it, just open. No need to open like this. Open with. Okay, open with Notepad. Okay, now you can see. We have F, we have C, we have K. This is the temperature we convert. Okay, remember, we access the file here. Okay, first we access the file. So it gives the value like this, 50. And then it convert into Celsius. Okay, we have the conversion lah. And then convert into Kelvin. So now you can see we have the minimum and maximum. 10 Celsius, 10 Celsius. Okay, for this one, it is only read the first line. No, the second line. Okay, this is the problem. So go back. Okay, we need to check because this is only access the first line only. We need to access the next line. Okay, please take a look here. F1. This is control string. This is okay. Okay, this is for loop. Okay. Print. Alright, expression. Okay, expression. And then after that, okay, if statement. If. Alright. Okay. Okay, closing here. And then F print. Okay, this is crucial part. F print, F2. Okay. This line minimum. Just is 0.2. Okay. Okay. Let me check again. This is file floats. File floats. Okay, correct. Floats. Okay, the file. Okay, no problem. F1. Okay, right. We access the file. Okay, and then we do the floats, TF, everything perfect. Okay, integer I. Okay, this one F print F. Okay. Okay. Then we do this one. Right. The for statement, the for loop. Okay. Now I got it. Okay. For this one, okay, for the for one, okay, no need to have the semicolon because this one refer to all this information. Okay, that means this for solve for this one. Okay, it will not have any repeating. Alright, so run again. Okay, go to the file. Open with Notepad. Yes, correct. So this is the new file. Okay, that means FCK refer to Fahrenheit, Celsius, and Kelvin unit. Right. So this one is where it access the information. Okay. All right. So first, it will read the Fahrenheit. Okay, read the Fahrenheit and convert into Celsius. How to convert? You need to use this value. Okay, TF from Fahrenheit minus 32. And then the value divide with 1.8. You will get 10 Celsius. And then 10 Celsius plus 273.15. Okay, this you can look at. Have two decimal places. Two decimal places. Because why? Because we set the display here. Okay. 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places. Alright. You can see 2 decimal places. This 7 is a field width. I want to set as a 7 and 6 field width. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6. You can see extra 1. So 1 here. Okay. It start from here. Remember, it will fill the right one and then go to the left. So 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For this one, 7 decimal places. 1, 2, sorry, 7 field width. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. This is the value. Okay, in Celsius. That means it is correct. The lowest, the minimum is 4.4, display here. And the maximum is 15. Can see it give you in terms of Celsius. Alright, this is the final coding. Alright, I think that's all. Let me save. Okay. Remember, after you run the build and run, okay, you can see the error message. If you got the error, you need to find the line. Which line? This is the line. Okay. And you can see if the keyword is not right. For example, I miss F. Okay, it will give the error. You can see F print undefined. That means the computer undefined. Don't know what is this. So when you put the F, okay, the computer knows. No problem. Okay, the blue is only warning. Okay, you can save your file. Okay, save your file, temperature.c. That's it, and close your file. Okay, finally, you have learned on how to access the data and write the data into the new file. Okay. Okay, all this you can read through. I have posted in the e-learning. Okay, you can try on your own and understand it. Okay, any question before we end our session? Okay, I think that is good. All right.
Doctor, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Why for maximum we put negative 1000 and for minimum we put 1000? It's supposedly to maximum 1000 and minimum negative 1000.
Okay, that's a good question. All right. The first step, remember, we need to initialize the variable because we're gonna have the looping process. Okay. The first one, you can see the float TC minimum is 1000 and TC maximum is negative. You can see it is why. Why the maximum negative? Why the minimum positive, right? Okay, this is because, okay, please remember that. You need to remember this one. Okay, minimum 100,000, maximum negative. Okay, this is the initialize process. You need to initialize. So of course, you must start the process with the small value, right? Okay, if TC, okay, this is the new TC. Remember your new TC is 10, okay, because you have converted your first reading, Fahrenheit reading is 50, right? 50 minus 32 and divide with 1.8, you will get 10. Okay, 10 Celsius. If 10 Celsius is less than TC minimum, so what is your initialized TC minimum? 1,000, right? So, if 10 less than 1,000, do you think this is right? Is it right or wrong? Right. Okay, it is correct. So, 10 of course less than 1,000. So, the TC minimum will be replaced. Instead of 1,000, now it is replaced with what?
10.
10. Okay, the next process. It will repeat the process, okay? The first, okay. The first reading. Right, sorry. Okay, the first reading, the 10. And then it will compare with 15. Okay. If 15 is less than 10, is it right or wrong? Fitri. If 15, wrong. So, do you think it will replace the TC minimum equal to 10?
None.
Not. Okay, it will go to this line, right? Okay, if TC, if the first statement is wrong, it will go to the next line. If TC, okay, which is 15 here, if 15 here is more than TC maximum, remember our TC maximum is negative 1,000. Is it right or wrong? 15 is more than negative 1,000.
Correct.
Correct. So it will replace here. So the reason why we initialize TC minimum and TC maximum, because, okay, to set the minimum TC to impossibly high value, because we want to do the iteration. So we must make sure the value is correct. So if, for example, we put the TC minimum as negative 1,000. Do you think your statement is right? Okay, TC is 10. Okay, is 10 is less than negative 1,000? Is it okay? Okay with your coding? No, right? So, your TC here, okay, should be right. Is TC is less than negative 1,000? It is wrong. So, it will go to this line. So, that means it will be interchanged here. So, you must make sure once you initialize this TC, okay, the TC minimum, you must use the maximum one. Okay, in order to compare, because you want to do the comparison, right? So to set the minimum, you must initialize the maximum first, because you're going to compare this one. Compare. If you want to set as a maximum, you want to compare with the minimum until the value achieve the minimum. Okay, clear, P3.
Clear, sir. Thank you.
Okay, I think that's all for the class. Thank you very
Doctor,
much. Yes.
for the queue attendance, my UTM Smart can't scan.
Everyone can
Oh.
scan? Everyone can scan? I can see we have people scan here 21 out of 27.
I don't know, but my UTM Smart can't scan.
Is it my course only or other course?
Today I just have your course only.
Okay, let me refresh. Okay, can you see inside the website also have a coding? So the coding is everywhere. Okay, try again. I try to. Okay, try again.